everybody. We're going to do something different today. We're going to do something jolly and happy.
But not from 2017, right?
No, evidently they redid the Sears book, the Wish book in 2017. We didn't see it. But this is wishbookweb.com. So if anyone wants to get into the Christmas spirit and they're, not a child anymore, and they want to look back at some of the toys from their past, which they may not even remember they've played with, because I've seen a few of these and realized, oh my gosh, I had that toy and totally forgot about it. Because my parents threw it away. Probably to teach me a lesson about something that I've forgotten. Yeah. So I've made those mistakes again. But I keep all my toys now. So here, we've decided that the best year, because I am 47, right?
9.
You're 44?
Yeah.
And you are
13.
12.
43.
You're 12. Do you not know how old you are?
Just because you're closer to 13.
You still require parental guidance at the movies. So we're going to go to the catalogs. We actually, how many years ago was it that we ordered some online? Because they've stopped publishing these for all kinds of different companies. Like, Toys R Us is gone now too. Yeah. So, wow, that's kind of sad. Toys R Us used to put out catalogs.
Yeah,
you get them in the
I got
mail.
my first Shopee doll, 3 years ago.
See, you used to be able to look at these things and circle the things you wanted, and it was fun. Okay, so we're going to go to the catalogs, and they've got, starting way back, 1937, and you can see there's a little sampling of each.
4 pages.
I mean, I can't believe, that they've had, back then even, right? I mean, they only had 7 toys back then. They hadn't invented everything yet. Actually, it's surprising probably to look back at this and see all the stuff, but you see things more like old sleds and bikes were more popular at the time.
I don't think sleds have gotten any better. They're just plastic now.
Right. I mean, no, they still make some. You can buy a real sled. But I mean, look at that. That's like if you're on ice more, really hard packed snow. All right, so we decided because of our age, we're going to go somewhere in the middle where the best toys probably was somewhere in the 80s. So we're going to scroll down to, I'm going to go faster, to the 80s. Don't anyone get sick. 71, that's when I was born. There's yours from 70. They skipped 74. You didn't even have a Christmas your first year.
I like that kid's face.
See, JCPenney used to have good stuff too. Around here, we also had Service Merchandise. I don't know if anyone is familiar with that. But Service Merchandise used to put out the catalogs too.
81 wards before it became Montgomery wards.
Right. Look at that. So we got 82, 83. So let's look at. It's the Sears Wish Book. That's a lot of pages. We probably won't get through all those, but let's see. Ooh, better background. What do you think of that? Alright, so I'll be able to explain to people that too, that if you go into, say, Internet Explorer...
I really want you to turn that page.
I don't want to turn that page yet. Alright, let's see. Let's go to full screen so we can see the most that we can see. Can I do this too? Full screen? Let's allow it to go full screen, which we already were in full screen. So can I just click on that?
I think you should click on the arrow.
The arrow? Mm-hmm. It actually makes a flipping page noise. So look, they show, oh no, this was probably something they put in there. Look at the cover of this. They always used to have a scene set up, like a Christmas scene, right?
Yeah.
And I remember the ones mostly that had Santa on them. I think that became more popular, these ones here, like with the Santa on the front. Maybe that was the JCPenney one, always had Santa. So, whoa, look at that.
Turntable. Oh, it's one of those mini arcades.
It's one of those mini arcades back then. Now you can buy a mini arcade with really good graphics. It's usually using the NES on a chip or something now. What is this thing down
A
here?
knife is the perfect Christmas
It's
gift.
got like a word processor?
Probably. Maybe it's a computer. Let me see how much I can zoom in. Whoa, I can zoom in quite a bit. Alright.
Look, you can get somebody a knife for Christmas.
It's a personal computer.
It's the Timex Sinclair. That's the Spectrum from overseas.
Oh.
The ZX Spectrum. No kidding. So
Wow.
those came out, and obviously
Compact stereo system next to it.
Yeah,
with
they
a
didn't-
tape player.
they didn't have a lot of good games on this. They never like ported over all the games, so pretty cool. All right, let's keep going here. Little black and
Real
white
walking
TVs.
ones.
That's when everyone's second TV still, mostly. Maybe some people, their second TV was color by now in the 80s, but it was
What's that
still...
name up there?
The Zaxxon one?
Zaxxon.
Yeah, it's Zaxxon. Yeah, that's like those little Coleco ones they were making, but obviously this is probably... I wonder if this is Coleco or if it's a ripoff. So let's keep going. I mean, right away, race car
Giant
sets used to
racetrack.
be
Look
big.
at that ET clock.
Where? Oh, look at
Oh.
this.
That'll be scary when you wake up. in the
That's
morning.
right. E.T. would have come out that year?
The year before, I think it was
82? So look at these little stereo sets. You got, look at those old rotary phones. Everyone had those.
Portable boombox.
Yeah.
With a tape player built in.
Yeah, a tiny one though, but what a mishmash of stuff here
Yeah,
though.
well, you see, they're theme pages, right? So
They're
gifts
just
under
talking
certain
about right.
stuff. That pleather vest is.
So what do we got here?
More
Ooh,
knives.
look, the spyglass, you know, so you want to check out what your neighbors are doing if they're having a better Christmas than you, and you can just look at this guy. He's miserable too. He looks like he's so mad, like they're all opening great gifts, and he's just like,
Yeah, 'cause this is not a great page.
he's stuck on this page too, right? The worst. What's in her mouth? Oh, they got walkie-talkie sets or something. Look,
Oh, like headsets.
that's it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna turn it this way for
I
change.
still
Look,
like the
this little-
knives.
Does it? Do I have to click and drag? Oh yeah, look, I gotta click and actually
Oh, you can
flip.
actually peel up the page.
the page.
Oh, look at the Rocky unicorn. I collected unicorns when I was a kid. I
Wow.
have that.
Cheapo guitar there. Vests were popular, it seemed.
Yeah.
Vests.
Yeah.
And these
But-
collapsible
but
chairs, those
couple-
directors type chairs.
couple pages back you had fake leather. And
I
now
saw
you get,
that.
Like, is that suede or
That's
corduroy?
probably fake suede, fake corduroy.
Fake corduroy.
I don't know. There's such a
Look
thing.
at that happy kid.
Even jackets were vests back
Yeah,
then.
look at that.
What, this guy?
I said happy kid.
Oh, I thought you said
Girl.
pig. You mean this
Girl
kid?
with her big fluffy
Yeah.
Veruca Salt looking hat and
Look at this.
hand warmer.
These
I'm
are all
pretty sure
gifts
that's the same
under
guy that was holding
$10.
the spyglass. You
Him?
know that one?
Yeah, they just moved his arm up,
Oh,
and
yes.
it's the same picture.
It's a catalog.
Everyone looked like
Yeah.
what's his name that used to be on Hollywood Squares? Davidson.
Jim Davidson?
No, what was his name? Or Davis? John Davis?
The guy that hosted it.
Yeah, yeah.
You can get a little chain for under $10.
That's a creepy looking combo.
Where are you? Oh my gosh. Yeah. Wake up Christmas morning. It's not quite bright out. You see that in a rocking chair in your room?
Yeah.
Yikes. Santa don't come back.
No, no. Mickey Mouse books up in the corner.
Everyone wants a
Little
lock
guitar.
for Christmas.
Oh look, and little girls having leotards and leg warmers
Yeah.
that their moms would be wearing for aerobics.
Yeah, Jane Fonda and
Yeah.
stuff.
Some ornaments.
Snoopy.
Snoopy was still big. And his snow cone maker. What is
Christmas
this?
song.
Look at that.
Car.
It's a remote control Trans Am.
Right, it's a Trans Am
Or
or
is
a
it
Firebird.
Firebird?
I mean, because of that, right?
Mickey
Let's
Mouse watch there.
Zoom in and find out. No, I didn't want that page. I wanted this page. Oh, look, it's remote control. But it's like the cheesy one. This is the kind of remote control stuff you'd get.
Yeah.
And you wanted a remote control car, and then your parents would get you the one that has the wire on it, so it only goes about 3 feet away from you, and you gotta like click it to make
Yeah.
it turn. So it didn't really do real
But you gotta
turns.
Scroll down a little bit so we can see
That's-
the letter P.
oh,
There
that's
it
the
is.
P.
It is a Firebird. Yeah.
Firebird. Star Wars leather belts. Where is that? Oh, look at that!
Strawberry shortcake skincare set.
You really
and a
gotta-
leather belt.
You really gotta zoom in to see some of the stuff. Look, who's getting a job
Jabba
belt?
the Hutt belt.
Is that for is
Oh,
it a bigger belt? Is it
83 is the year that came out, right?
probably like the
Care Bear
right.
underwear.
But you'd think that this is for the
I'd be
power
willing to
boss,
bet that
and this
one
is
of
for
my
the fat
siblings
guy.
had that Care Bear underwear.
Someone had Care Bear underwear?
I'd be willing to bet that someone in our
That
house
looks
had
like
that.
grandma Care Bear underwear.
No, kids wear that style underwear.
No, okay.
They don't make,
If you say
fancy
so.
lady underwear.
Let me go back to double pages here. Because we could probably zip through a lot of the clothing. Is that Cheryl Teagues? It sure is.
Sure is. She had her own line of clothing.
She was the one I was just asking if she was in that video.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's not the
No, I don't think it was her. We had seen an old video of Dr. Hook, and it was Baby Makes Her Blue Jeans Talk. And I remember it from MTV way back. I was like, totally forgot about that video. But that girl kind of looks like Cheryl Teagues.
Wow.
Who's
Those
this?
are some leisure suits.
Yeah.
Track suits.
Those are ugly.
They are ugly. They're ugly now. They were ugly then.
Yeah. War.
Yeah, this was a big thing, huh?
Yeah.
Look at
Those
this.
look fine.
You think so?
Well, the pants don't.
All right,
But
let's run through this. Look
Let's
at all
get
the
beyond all the clothing.
fashion. Well, look, this is let's go back because this is
Look
when
at those
people used to wear
shirts.
their jeans up to their waist.
Yes.
You know,
Yes.
now
that's
everyone's.
considered a mom
I would
jean.
say, yeah,
well, there's one
everyone's
girl in my
pants are down to
class that
here
does
now.
that.
What? She wears them properly
Up to her, like, above her waist.
above her
Yeah,
waist.
Your natural waist is.
Well, but that's the
higher
thing.
than your
Everybody
belly
that doesn't wears their waistband down here ends up getting dents in their body because they don't change their size, so they
misshape themselves.
misshape themselves. Creepy. Oh, that's a look.
Quite the hairdo.
Yeah.
All right, keep.
What's everyone looking at all the time? Look, these two are talking about it. They're looking at something over there.
Olivia looks directly at the camera.
Right. Well, this woman's look. She's breaking the fourth wall right there.
Those are some ugly pants.
Yeah. That was.
That's the attempt to make a woman dress like a man.
Yeah. It was the business. Women were
Business
getting into
suit,
business
yeah.
more and more.
These all are ugly pants.
Oh, there's.
Oh, you
There's
stop
some
me when
stuff.
you see something horrible.
Well,
I
look
think we
at that.
just
The
saw
leg warmers that match the
Ugh.
sweaters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's with that backwards V-neck sweater?
Yeah, that was the thing. Shoulder pads and everything. You see them in some of those.
But Sears was the place to get clothing back then. Now there's a million places, and Sears is gone too. I forgot about that. I mean, Sears
Almost
is
all gone now.
yeah, pretty much gone. And they just
They're starting
started.
to close the couple of Kmart locations along with what's left of
Kmart was
Sears.
never good.
Kmart was awesome way back. They used to have a great toy section at one time.
Didn't we get
They still
our
kind of do.
Christmas tree from them?
We did.
Yes. Our big Christmas tree.
Yeah.
Oh, those dresses.
But Kmart just they haven't kept up to date.
What is that?
Oh, that's
What?
like jazzercise stuff. That's workout clothing, really.
Oh, this? Yeah, this is what people do.
No, it's not.
If
Yeah.
Darcy wore the workout clothing of bygone years, that's how she would dress.
Yep, that's how everyone was dressing.
It was
Everyone
tights and leg warmers,
Right,
and
headbands.
leotards and headbands, sweatbands.
Don't they wear that stuff in things?
they probably make a spoof of something in there.
Because that's very 80s.
Oh,
Jewelry.
jewelry. Well, what's to look at jewelry? Jewelry doesn't change. Now
Watches
watches
are a
are
little
different. Look at
Look
these.
at that comes with headphones. What could you hear out of your watch?
I don't know.
Does it have an FM radio in
Let
it?
me zoom into that one because go to the next page because I remember arcade watches
It
were
does.
coming out
It's got
too.
an FM radio built
Look at
into
that.
it.
That was the future today.
Those are arcade watches. Look, there's Q-Bert.
Wait, well, you got a whole thing here. It's like a casino. It's roulette.
Yeah.
A
it's
roulette. I never knew this existed.
Game and
Q-Bert.
watch on a watch.
That is crazy. I had the one that did Space
Is that,
Invaders
like,
because some
Crossing Road
guy,
down there?
Is
Some
that
guy-
Simon?
Frogger.
yeah, Simon, some kid, I can't
Frogger.
remember his name.
Pac-Man.
Maybe it was Kevin or something. He sold me his Space Invaders watch for like maybe $1 or something. I couldn't have that much money with me at school.
Wow.
Look at that. That's wild. I did not know they had that, but they were so hard to play. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
I mean, this is blown up.
What's that one over there?
What, this?
Frogger.
Yeah, that's Frogger. Looks pretty
I
reasonable.
asked if it was Crossy Road.
Crossy Road. No such thing as Crossy Road back then. That's what everyone's ripping off now. They just take all the old arcade games and make new arcade games. Yeah, I know you're full screen. When wasn't it? Yeah. That almost looks like a Care Bears thing, but there's nothing in
I
there.
thought it was a Care Bear thing at first.
Oh, here we
Garfield
go.
clocks,
Garfield
ET
was
watches,
super popular.
Smurf watches.
All right, we're gonna have to look at this a little closer.
Big Bird.
Look
Papa
at these.
Smurf. So you do digital and your analog depending on how advanced your kids were.
Now,
Donkey Kong.
depending on how old you were too,
Yeah.
this stuff would get you beat up probably in school. An ET watch, even Donkey Kong, which was still pretty cool, and Pac-Man at the time.
Is that Holly Hobby? That is.
This down here?
Yeah.
Yeah, Holly Hobby. I can barely read it, but it's Holly
What's
Hobby.
that?
They had like different dolls and things like that. I think they had wallpaper
yeah, I
that Holly
remember
Hobby on it. When I still lived in Bath.
Oh, those are Ewoks. I'm like, what are those things?
They look
Return
like
of the Jedi
pugs
stuff.
until I
Yeah, I thought
realized
they
it
were
said
pugs.
Return of the Jedi.
Yeah. And then on that next page, look
Oh,
at these
the
alarm clocks. I mean, who gets an alarm clock like this anymore?
I like those kinds of alarms.
They are cool, but they're startling.
Yes.
Now you have clocks that slowly wake you up. The sound increases a little bit, so it doesn't scare the crap out of you. Garfield was so popular. This was right before his downfall in quality in the early 80s.
I never liked Garfield.
No, that's because he used to be hilarious, and then, you know, it just got over merchandised. But I was still enjoying it. These are crazy. But that's stuff kids would like back
Well,
then.
and this was the age I would have been at when my grandparents like that unicorn statue. Or was it just a horse? They would give me the wish book and tell me I could circle things.
Yes.
So, they'd buy stuff.
That's the
and
thing. You got a
circled it.
600-page
And you
catalog.
you keep a kid quiet for hours. You give them that
Oh
stuff.
my
You
gosh.
tell them to pick stuff out.
I mean, they're not looking through this stuff. You're flipping through it pretty quick. You know, the other stuff here. But,
Ooh, I would look at those blue
It's just the boots are okay.
yeah. Well, boots don't change much. I mean, shoes don't change much, really, do they?
Yeah.
I mean, you don't see moon boots as
What's
much.
with those
No.
like slippery?
And those aren't really the mooniest of moon boots.
No.
They've taken them down. These down here?
No, the ones above them.
These?
It's like quilted.
Yeah, they look nice. Look pretty cozy.
They look cozy.
I mean, I wouldn't wear them. They look like they were cozy. Ah,
Slippers.
see?
These
This stuff's been
slippers.
around for a long time, huh? These themed slippers. I mean, what part of them are you sticking your foot into?
Sock version.
Look how awesome Odie looked. This was always the best one, the Odies. They
What's
look
wrong
great.
with those Garfields on the left on the bottom three?
These here?
What's wrong? Their eyes look weird.
They do look a little messed up. I think it's just printed
Do
on
they-
there.
Do they do stuff? Like, do they Google around in his head or something?
Maybe.
It's just very...
Bird and Ernie. Is one on each side, or do you get two? Do you get
I think
two
you
birds?
get one of each.
Look at this. He looks
Yeah,
so.
Bert
He
and
always
Ernie,
is
one
sad.
yellow, one orange.
That's very sad. Oh, a Cookie Monster. All right, let's go down to. Yeah, what does it do? 4, 5, and 6. 4 through. Yep. Speaking Garfields.
They want to talk to you. Okay.
Just pull the string.
So
They'll
maybe it's
talk
that.
about
puppet next
napping
Yeah, it is. It's
and
a puppet.
lasagna.
Lasagna.
Lasagna. See?
Oh,
Oh my gosh, Garfield was so popular.
Roller skates, real roller skates.
Yeah,
Love
roller skates.
skates.
Looks
Roller
like a board
skates
game.
Seem like they're harder to like move around in. than
What?
roller skates.
Viewfinder, right? That's what
That's
this
a
is?
viewfinder,
Yeah.
Oh, I've seen those before.
Beds.
Wow, bits.
Oh, those hook things.
What? Oh, the latch hook.
Yeah, the latch hook.
Yeah, you put
Yeah.
them through, pull a little bit of
Is that what you were talking
yarn
about
through.
earlier?
Yeah, I thought those were latch hook things, but I think they were the cross stitch ones instead. Look at this sleeping bag.
Oh, yeah.
83. I would have been 12, so I wouldn't have had any interest in that. But a couple years before that, I would have. And I do again. I would like this.
Well, it's good because it's got Odie and Pookie on it.
Oh,
And the Smurfs. I hated the Smurfs, but I watched them because they were a cartoon that was on TV.
I had a Smurfette shirt where they used to have those they had a store, I think, in the Auburn, maybe it was the Lewiston Mall, down at Old Orchard. You could do it too. You picked a style T-shirt and you did your iron on.
Oh, did the iron on? They were like the shiny,
the big press. And so
yeah.
I had a baseball style T-shirt with like lilac sleeves and a big Smurfette thing on the front.
Oh man. Yeah, how come they don't print T-shirts anymore?
Drum set.
People would like that. Is
Yeah,
that
that's
a
that's
Smurf drum set?
That's a Smurf drum set for little kids.
Look, there's a little.
Most of the Smurf
little
toys
Smurf
for
ones.
kids. That Smurfette stuffed one looks terrible.
But you don't get pages and pages of themes anymore.
No.
I mean, someone's lucky to get a 1 page for whatever it's themed.
Toothbrush.
Is this who's Mandy? I never heard of Mandy.
I don't know.
Have
that
you
one.
ever heard of Mandy?
Familiar.
Oh yeah, look at these. Look at
Poochie.
that.
I remember Poochie.
That doesn't look like the Poochie
See,
that I know.
These were in for years because I remember
Is
wanting
that the Get Along Gang?
this down here.
No,
No.
upper,
That's Sesame Street.
upper right,
This here.
after Barbie, yeah.
Oh, I can take a look.
It's number 3.
The Get Along Gang.
Shirt
Shirt Tails.
That's what
Oh,
it
yeah,
is.
yeah.
Shirt Tails. They had a cartoon.
Barbie looks like something else here. Poochie.
Are those
Did it go like
Nuts?
poo poo poochie poo poo poo
I
poochie?
just remember the.
Ooh, look, an
Atari
Atari
one.
sleeping bag comes in a duffel bag.
Wow. that's
What in the
pretty neat.
world? Why are they theming Sesame Street like this though?
It's a hold down.
What do they got a spittoon for?
Yeah,
Is
but
it-
everybody looks like cowboys except Oscar the Grouch is wearing a witch hat.
Doesn't even make sense. Yeah, it is a witch hat. What's going on with this?
And
It's probably really
Rover's
rare
got
now.
a ninja.
Crayon.
I always found
Winnie
these
the
to be
Pooh.
funny ones. The
Is
Crayola.
that's Benji, huh?
I'd say that's Benji.
Strawberry shortcake and what are the other two?
Is that a Holly Hobby?
It's Winnie the Pooh.
I gotta zoom. I know Winnie the Pooh.
Peanut butter and jelly.
Were they a thing?
I don't know what that
Go down, it's number 11.
was. Hot Wheels.
Look at the description.
I'm trying to. Oh, I gotta drag it. That's right. I was trying to scroll. Which was it?
This is peanut butter and jelly, so they must have been a thing.
I guess.
Never heard of them
I
before.
guess so. Anyone know who peanut butter and jelly are? Just no.
Knight Rider.
Sheesh. But then it came with a
Masters of the
dump. Look at that.
Universe.
That's cool because you put it in there. Or is
Yeah.
that a separate thing? Did this roll up and go in here and then you had an area to put your stuff when you had a sleepover?
I don't know.
It's a
Yeah.
Knight Rider
Look at the
tent.
thing, yeah, the tent, pop-up tent,
Oh, boy.
Pac-Man, Superman, Wonder Woman.
Look, these have a built-in pillow, these animal ones.
Raccoons and bunnies.
That kid looks really happy down here.
Snoopy,
He's like hugging the pillow.
four-wheeling, horses.
When you'd walk into Service Merchandise, they had all their sleeping bags hanging on a rack that you could flip through, like the posters you'd see at what's the poster store that we had around here? The Spencer's Gifts or something, or like one of the poster racks you'd see in a music store, which those don't exist either now.
Oh, Star Wars toys.
Yeah, yeah.
Jabba the Hutt.
Return of the Jedi. You're right. That would have been out at least 82, 83. Either way, it would have still been huge.
Yeah.
A year or two later.
Mhm.
The Ewoks were so popular. There was a cartoon shortly after. Is that a hamper?
No, he's putting
Toy
toys in it.
Oh, a
so
toy
I guess
bin?
it's a toy bin.
Okay. Well, that's busy. Look at this.
Yeah.
That is a busy
There's a lot
pattern.
going on there.
Care Bears.
See, they don't make things. They
Mm.
don't put that detail and stuff anymore. It's just a blanket now, right?
Yeah.
You don't get so much quilting and. See, this is weird because it looks like a boys' color room, but it's probably for girls, right? Because, I mean, how long is a boy going to want these curtains on his windows?
True. So those figurines there.
Yeah,
There's
these
Happy
little fellas.
Yeah, we had all kinds of those at our house.
Care Bears really are cute.
I had a Grumpy.
I wish they do like they did with the
That's
ponies and make the Care Bears good. Because
I like that funny video where the kid's on one of those and he's spinning around on it and the thing pops off and he hits himself in the face and he falls backwards.
Look at all the strawberry shortcake stuff.
wow. Look at this. Who's living
That's
like
a pretty
this?
nice
What are
bed.
these things called?
Canopy bed.
Canopies.
Yeah,
Like,
Who's
I had one friend in school that.
Yeah, one rich friend. That's what you meant to say. One snobby rich friend. That's probably not true. They probably just love their kid.
Oh, and there's the kissing doll. She's
oh yeah, I had that one.
Oh yeah, they made it look really good when they redid it, didn't they?
Yeah.
It looks the same. How long ago was that? Like 5, 6 years ago?
She's got the original.
Maybe
one.
7. Oh, she got the original one too.
Yeah, I have it in a box.
Oh, you got one of the original ones.
Plus, I bought her the remake one when she was an infant when I saw
Yeah,
the Toys R Us.
is that the
Right.
one that I left somewhere so long back?
Oh, yeah,
So
the-
fat.
Look at this. It's
That
a
was
whole record
horrible.
player setup.
Yeah, with a stand to hold it and everything.
Yeah.
I'm
lunch
sure we had tons of
boxes.
that stuff for this
All
smelly
little
stuff.
lockets and necklaces.
No,
See,
the-
strawberry
the-
shortcake looks goofy now. I don't like the way they made the character. Look at this. It's a whole place. You can put records. It's crazy. This
See
probably
that
would
ceramic
damage,
stuff
kill your
there
There's
with
record.
the
the caterpillar.
painting.
Yeah.
There was a place in downtown. There was a lady who owned a ceramic shop where you could go in and you could paint.
Yeah, like little
Stuff
stained
in
glass
there.
stuff.
It
Are
was
these
the
the
closest.
things that you would melt, or did you just buy them that way?
Oh,
23. Yeah, make it and bake it. You remember
Yeah,
you drop
I do
in the little,
remember
they look
those.
like little rice beads
Yes,
or something.
Little crystals that would
Little
melt in
crystals,
there,
yeah, and you'd throw it in the oven. They came out nice all the time, too.
If you
Have you ever done one of
followed
these,
it
Bailey?
properly.
These little stained
No,
glass
wait.
kind of things?
So there's strawberry shortcake. There's like
Yeah,
huckleberry or
lemon meringue,
something.
huckleberry,
So you just get the
apricot,
metal,
blueberry, nothing.
Angel cake.
you'd get just the metal frame for that, and you'd throw it in, and you'd throw these beads in, and you'd cook it in the oven, and they'd melt out, and then you'd have this nice little figure. That took some time, too. And this monstrosity. Maybe it floated, too. I don't know.
It's almost, they look like there's little balls on the back instead of.
I gotta say, now seeing
There's
That.
the house that we
there's
have.
a house. If anyone wants to see it, we have
We
a
got two
video.
of them.
That.
Yeah, we got two
I got
because
mine,
we didn't
she
think
got
one was
hers.
coming, and
Yeah. But
We
we
did a
had,
video
we
on
had
everything.
that. We had a ton of the dolls. We had. God, if you look at this page, what do I have? I have the berry thing now, right?
let
The
me
trolley.
zoom to that
I have the
page.
caterpillar.
Oh gosh.
We've got two of the houses.
We've got the furniture. You have all the furniture. I have
We have
most of it.
quite a bit of.
And it's in good shape. This thing held up really well. It
We
was
actually
built
have all of those
super strong.
characters.
Wait, who's number 7?
Number 7. That's Cafe Ole.
Do we have here?
Yeah.
Well, look at this. How old do you think this child is? 6?
7.
6, 7? That's how big it is, though. This thing's
Yeah.
big.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it's big.
Takes up a lot of
Which
room.
was good because we had those and then the Care Bear figures fit inside and it was you could kind of, my sister had Barbies and you could bring those over or the
Oh.
original ponies.
Yeah, you got this too.
I have that. I
The
have
Is
I
it
have
on
the
that page?
bookworm or the caterpillar,
Yeah.
whichever one he's called. I have both of those dolls.
these
plus the other
dolls.
ones.
Yeah.
We got all the pets.
I actually
too.
have that dancing strawberry shortcake too. Oh, those look like clothes my younger siblings.
Oh my gosh, yeah. When your parents just dressed you, they didn't care what you look like. They saw
Yeah.
something in a thing, and they're like, "Oh, that's what everyone's wearing this year," according to Sears
Yeah.
or JCPenney.
Fun to wear nightwear.
Man, we used to have to wear Garanimals stuff. Oh my gosh, it was horrible. They were the worst.
When I was real little, my mom made clothes for us too.
I always hated jeans back then because they were so stiff. You had to break them in,
Mhm.
and by the time you broke them in, you were too big, and you had to buy another pair of jeans. Horrible. Whoa. Did you see that? What is this stuff with the cowboy
It's
stuff?
letting kids play dress up.
Oh, they're playing dress
Cowboy
up?
and Cowgirl.
I didn't know if they were sending them off to school that way.
Could be.
Wow.
Look at those dapper little kids. It's like going to school in your Sunday best.
Right. Who's the guy in the Big Bang Theory now? Sheldon?
Yes.
That looks like the new Sheldon, the young Sheldon would wear.
Yeah.
Probably where he bought all his clothes.
She's all deaded up.
Oh,
she
and
looks like
50s
she's from
flashback.
That did look like,
stuff.
yeah, that was kind of a Bobby socks and
Yeah.
what are these shoes?
I remember I
Saddle
used
shoes.
to have one of
Oh, poodle skirt, right?
Yeah,
There's
I
saddle
used to have
shoes.
them.
Saddle
skirt.
shoes. That's definitely a 50s flashback.
Yeah.
I had like a silk pink shirt. It had like the collar and the little cuffs. And
Think
it was
about it,
black,
though.
And then it was the
In
black skirt with,
'83, a 50s
ruffles,
flashback
pink
was
stuff
what?
underneath.
30 years.
30 years? An 80s flashback now,
30 years.
more.
35 years.
Yeah, 35 years. Sheesh.
So that set up there on the left, my mom actually made us clothes that looked like that.
Yeah.
Deb and I had matching sets with the print, but it was more white with a color, and mine was purple. And I never liked to get dressed up. When she made that, I loved the purple so much that I would wear it and get dressed
man.
up like I was supposed to for church on Sundays. And I was big into the 50s when I was little. I loved the music. I thought the shoes were cool. I thought the skirts were cool.
Oh, back then it still was cool. Because
Maybe
the
that girl
80s,
just saw
the
a
80s,
monster underneath her bed.
the early 80s were a little wild. With it, look at this stuff.
Yeah.
This is, I don't know. Who wanted to wear this stuff? Pretty ugly.
Yeah, there's the sweaters with more matching ribbon.
Yeah, I mean, this is just not what a teenage
Wow,
girl or
wow.
preteen girl would wear.
Stuff on your pockets. Garfield for girls. Annie. Oh my word. I forgot they made cartoon stuff for that.
Well, see, I could see someone wanting to wear like a long nightgown or dress, whatever you call that, nightshirt. When you were little, you had that. Maybe not someone that's older. Oh, here we go.
This.
Holiday ready. Corduroy and velour.
Oh, corduroys were the worst. They build up
pants and a
static.
velour shirt. You could stick balloons all over you.
Yeah, no kidding. Yeah.
I never minded corduroys.
No, I
Especially
hate
in
them.
the winter.
The sound they make when you walk, you know, that voof 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 voof. You're just charging up to zap yourself on a doorknob.
I like the bear better.
Nothing better than up here in the north where we are, where it gets really dry in the winter, and sending a kid off to school in like corduroy and like a fuzzy shirt, you know.
I mean, I was just wearing a fuzzy jacket earlier, and it's
Yeah,
ridiculous.
you get zapped pretty bad.
It's just fine for you. Oh, jeez.
Mr. T, the A-Team.
USA.
Well, I don't know. Was the A-Team out in '83? Rocky was probably '83. Maybe not.
Ski pants.
I do remember the A-Team in the earlier 80s, but I don't know if it started.
Right.
before
No,
that.
the A-Team might have been just a year or two after that because they really capitalized on Mr. T's. No, there it is, the A-Team. So it was out, which meant Rocky was probably,
Before?
yeah, a year or two before.
So pajama sets like this.
Yeah.
My dad's youngest brothers were 20 years younger than him, but they're only 6 years older than me.
Mm-hmm.
So they had pajama sets like this with football teams, and I didn't even comprehend football, but I got some of their hand-me-downs, so I had these like football pajamas to wear as a kid. One of them like
uncles?
the Cowboys, and one of them like the Atlanta Falcons.
Falcons back then. Why?
I have no idea.
Huh.
I mean, they never even
Wearing
left the
jacket?
state. How they knew that they were teams to, to cheer for and all that.
I'm sure there were people that loved this stuff back then because you
Oh,
know,
football helmet clock.
yeah. You don't have to
Where's
get
the phone?
you don't need a subscription to Sports
Sports
Illustrated
Illustrated.
back then. You could just buy it.
Is that a football phone right now?
Is it?
Where?
No, I don't think so.
No, I don't see one.
More sleeping bags.
And you can dress up like lifestyle. Wow.
Uh-oh.
What was that
Ooh,
guy
boy, I don't know. It looked like a
Some velour shorts.
yeah. It looked like a caveman pelt or
Gifts
something.
for the organized man.
Little mini desks.
Huh? I thought that was a little top hat for a second. What is that? It's a wallet holder.
No,
I think it's
Is
a
that what
wallet
it
in
is?
there.
Yeah, because they got some change.
that's just weird. You get your own little mini desk. Leather jackets.
Oh, those are ugly leather jackets. Well, now they look better than they did a second ago. What is going on? It's the same coat for men and women.
Yeah, that looks like a holdover from the 70s. People weren't quite ready to let that stuff go.
Oh, hamster fur. When hamsters went out of popularity with the kids, they just turned them into jackets.
Golf pants there. You get to the
Gotta
underwear
get-
section before you go on.
I'm getting ahead of it. Whoa, so work clothes.
No football stuff. Oh,
Ugh.
wow.
Wait, what did you guys see? I didn't see it.
It's active brights.
Oh
so
my gosh.
like fruity,
Yeah,
like
you
not quite pastel, but
Yeah.
you want to learn how to
neutral.
run? You go out on the streets wearing that, boy. You will learn how to run. You'll lose some weight and drop some calories, and man,
Lose some blood.
that's
Eventually.
weight too.
They look so happy.
Oh, Craftsman.
Craftsman, no longer just a Sears exclusive
It's
finally.
at Lowe's now, yeah.
Craftsman at Lowe's. Crazy.
Stuffy car.
Yeah, this used to be the place for men to shop. That whole tool section stuff.
Order.
The index. Ooh.
Cookies.
Oh, so
Look at that! You just look how, and they're so snug. Like they've put everything together. That's pretty clever.
Not gonna waste it. Go.
Look at this, and that one cuts
Croissant.
croissants. Brilliant. Now what do we do? Have they lost this technology and we're just rediscovering it?
I don't think they lost it.
Well, yeah, I was watching this video. And it said
Everybody
that in, like,
wanted a gumball machine like this, right?
In the 1960s, they built a
These are awesome.
submarine that went down like really deep.
Yeah.
And then like a couple years ago, they built a submarine that couldn't go down as deep as the one from the 1960s.
Yeah, it's made worse, right?
So
Look at the size
this
of this.
says old time holiday treats. They still put them out and call them old time holiday
Well, these-
treats.
yeah.
Those types of things.
You know what? Let's look down at Fanny Farmer's Fudge. I know it's doesn't sound right, but it tasted really good.
Look at those.
Oh wow! Okay.
Nuts and
Miller and Bud,
and
Pepsi.
River Queen. Oh wow. On the lowest one.
This is like some sort of
Macadamia nuts.
dried fruit sampler, right? That's
Yeah.
disgusting. Yes. Ah.
Christmas.
Oh, I still get these. A can of these whenever I can.
Yeah,
That looks like a big chunk of ribbon candy in
it
it
does.
too. I
Old
didn't-
time Christmas mix. Looks like it's got a lot
Yeah,
of ribbon
look.
candy in it.
I've never seen this one. This one's out all the time still.
Yeah, well, you get your ribbon candy in a box now.
I
instead.
do.
Yeah, but it's got a lot of fruit.
And they still do this.
Yeah,
But
they still do
shit,
this,
The
but
tins are just
never.
a lot smaller.
I mean, look at this thing.
Yeah,
Look at
The
this.
tins are a lot smaller.
After he ate that, you could hide his body in there. If he was a bad kid for Christmas, you know.
No one's gonna kill their kid on Christmas.
I'll just hide him in there. I didn't say kill him.
Yes, you did.
You had to go too far.
Fruitcakes.
Yeah, who eats a fruitcake?
Oh,
No,
is
I
that
want to eat
saltwater
one just to
taffy
see how
down
bad
there?
it is.
You've never had fruitcake yet?
I haven't had
No.
fruit. I've never had fruitcake.
You've never had fruitcake?
No.
Oh, you ain't missing anything. But we can get a fruitcake this year just so you can experience it.
Well, why don't we make one?
No, you don't make a fruitcake. These fruitcakes, they've
Should make
they've had
one
a
and bring it to our
surplus since the
neighbors.
50s. They're the same fruitcakes. They
Gee,
sell about.
makes me want to run right out and try one.
They made like 2 million, and they only sell about 50,000 a year.
That
Baby
much?
fingers.
Well, geez, were they ever out by
Mugs
now?
that say you and me.
Might get a fresh batch this year.
A fruit basket.
Yeah.
Wisconsin cheese.
This is where would people go to get this
Orange.
really? You would have gone to the Pepperidge Farm stores, right? Is that what they
Hickory
were?
Farm.
Hickory Farms. Was
Yeah.
Pepperidge Farms in the stores? No, it's Hickory Farms in the
Hickory
malls.
farms that pop up in the mall, those
They-
little stand-up store.
right.
You know, they throw them up, the little stand
Yeah.
kiosk in the middle, or using up some space in a empty.
And look, these
location.
little kits here with the
Yeah.
hot cocoa and
They
stuff.
still
You
do
still,
that
they
stuff,
still
yeah.
look at this. So many things. Look, you could have ordered oranges and grapefruits.
Yeah.
I thought they were lemons.
Well, oh, okay. Well, wait a minute here. I gotta see how you.
Oh, those look disgusting.
Oh, wait till you eat one this year. You can do a video on that.
Ugh.
So why? Why indeed? That's my question. Why would you order Florida's finest?
citrus. 30-pound box of oranges and grapefruits.
Whoa, 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 whoa! Have I been eating grade number like 3 oranges? have I? I've never noticed
We'll
they've.
have to look and see if they put a grade on them the
Sheesh.
next time we go to the store. But look at that. I mean, you're basically paying $1 a pound for whatever you're buying.
30-pound box of
I just
orange
want
and
the crate
grapefruit.
all comes in. The crate's probably more valuable now.
Yeah, let's look at that crate. Is it wood?
No,
No, it's paper.
that's just a cardboard box.
Yeah, it's
isn't
just.
it? With palm trees and waves.
Oops. Next. Ooh, Christmas wrapping.
Porcelain doll.
Ornaments.
Candles.
Look, there's the tree.
What tree? Oh, that's the tree. They're still
very
making
similar.
these. Let's see how much it cost then compared to now. Wasn't it like $60?
Well, that was a really big one that you saw today.
Well, let's see the size of this
the
one.
little
This
one I
could be-
bought only cost me $15.
All right, let's get over to this next page.
Those dolls are blurry.
Yeah, well, not just blurry. I mean, they're creepy.
Well, the porcelain dolls
They got, like,
were
white
white
skin.
face instead of.
All right.
Number
What were we
10.
looking at? Number 10.
Okay, so a 17-inch high tree was 21. A 10-inch high tree was 15.
Yeah. Well, I guess that was pretty expensive still.
Yeah. The one I got's about 6 inches high, and I paid 15 for it.
Just all kinds of... I wonder if Hallmark had taken off by now. Now Hallmark's so big, right, with all their...
Well, American Greetings is originally who did Care Bears and Strange Birthday.
Well, yeah, but I mean, Hallmark's licensed all those characters for...
These types of lights. Bubbler lights.
Oh, these
and stuff.
bubbler ones?
Yeah.
Yeah, those used to be cool. Do they not make them anymore?
I don't think so.
They're probably...
They're probably dangerous.
Yeah. But you think if they started burning, they got the water in them, right? They'll
Lawn
just...
stuff, the big plastic light up stuff.
Wow, look at that Santa suit. Ooh.
It's a lot like the one my dad used to put on. Didn't
Does he play
he?
Santa?
He would play Santa at the church Christmas Eve party, and they always had gifts to give out to all the
I
kids.
remember, I think it was like one time we did that whole I sat on Santa's lap.
You did not like it. You weren't a fan.
No.
Well, I think you've done it more than once.
Well, they did it at the Boys and Girls Club.
Yeah.
We have a nice picture of you little.
I think it's
There's another one down that you were
Yeah,
older
see,
than
it's
that
right
one.
over
Oh,
there.
there's
Yeah, it's
there's one when you were really little, but you were fine. But
Well, I just like
the last time I took a picture of Santa like that was at my friend's 16th birthday. Her mom let us go for her birthday. She had to take two friends. We went shopping at the mall.
you said.
And her birthday was in December.
Yeah.
So Santa was there. So the three of us sat with Santa and took a picture because we thought it would be funny.
This is the stuff. Oh, I was going to say, that's like, here's the clock you buy for mom, you know. And this next page is the clocks you buy for dad. Bam.
Yeah, that old
You-
cuckoo clock right there.
They're very, yeah. We have a dead cuckoo clock.
Hey, it still
Did you
works
make
if
it
you
go
spin
off
it.
the other day?
Yeah.
Yeah, she did do that. We have a weird cuckoo clock that every, 40, 50 days, maybe 7 months, we'll start working again.
Mhm.
The cuckoo comes out and freaks us out.
Or if you spin it
Oh,
around
bird holder.
manually. or
Spice
yourself.
rack.
What's that do? That parrot? Probably nothing.
Number 17.
It's just decorative. Oh,
Thimble
knickknacks.
racks.
Yeah. People used to collect thimbles, like with
Mom
painted
collected
things on them.
Look, more knives.
Yeah, knives. Always popular.
Food processors.
Yeah, I think
waffle
too. There's a
makers.
lot of hunting going on during Christmas. Let's have some patterns on them, huh?
Yeah.
During Christmas.
Yeah, not exactly during Christmas, but around the Christmas time.
October.
They're trying to push freezers and fridges too. Yeah, look at that. This is way ahead. Well, we say that, but we're thinking of where we live. I mean, people were probably getting grills and stuff in the South on Christmas.
How
Oh,
much
yeah,
does a
but
microwave
think
cost
about-
now?
Christmas Vacation movie. It's that he's buying a pool for the family at Christmas time. So.
All right. Well, that's
Yeah.
different.
How much does a microwave cost? Like if we were to go out to buy a microwave, like right
It
now.
could be anywhere from $30 to a couple $100, depending on what you want to buy.
Well, it works. How fast it cooks. Boy,
All the different things.
vacuum cleaners sure were ugly back then.
Yep.
I didn't know that was a vacuum cleaner.
Yeah.
I thought it was like a phone.
Hello? Ah, my brain. That's a phone,
Typewriter.
Bailey. Oh wait,
Is that
no,
a
it's a
typewriter?
vacuum cleaner.
Is that a typewriter?
Oh, that, yeah,
That's
typewriter.
Electric typewriter.
Yeah, electric, even fancier.
I was taught why the letters
It's
are
a Mickey
uppercase and
phone.
lowercase.
All those phones with the gigantic numbers.
Yeah, what was with those? Were those for just? Was it supposed to be cool, or was it for the elderly?
No, that one that they go.
Look at this one
in order.
sideways.
Yeah, that's
G.
interesting.
No, GTE. Isn't that one of their slogans back then?
Cordless phones.
One of those
Jeez,
has
cordless phones might not have been very popular yet, huh?
Mm-mm.
You might hear our dog snoring. Our dog's over snoring. Look,
TI-99.
TI-99. I found one of these. I never knew this existed. I found one at a Goodwill about 3 years ago with some games and stuff. Plugged it in. It worked great.
Yeah, Goodwill almost never has anything.
No, that was the end of it. I mean, back 3-4 years ago was the end of Goodwill having
They
good
take
stuff.
everything that's super good and they sell it online.
They sell it online
I
now.
got a book from Goodwill.
The
once, and it was
Atari.
cool.
Which one's
Well,
this? The 800. Look at that.
Toast.
That's a good Miss Pac-Man. So this obviously was a lot better than the... Yeah, and I think, see, this year, this would have been a year right around when we got the TRS-80 instead. So, yeah. And we were shopping at the Radio Shack your dad worked at, but we didn't know that way back. So you guys lived in a different town. Whoops. Look at that printer, thermal printer. There's this, the Timex Sinclair.
Yeah. Color.
This stuff, this is the stuff I'd look at too in these things and just be, look at, this is the thing in 1983, you're looking at, and I know you can't imagine this now, but you're looking at this little yellow thing down here and it looks like this 3D maze or something, you're just like, wow, but it's such garbage now.
And that's because you can put on a set of goggles and stick your phone in them and go through a real maze.
Yeah, pretty much. Console TVs, there's a thing of the past. Whoa, look at this projection TV down here. And then look, laser discs.
Oh yeah.
Well, I gotta look at that. See, we never had one. We had a pretty fancy VCR that my brother bought because he started working at the bowling alley. Video discs. Now, are these the ones that are analog? This isn't a laser disc.
No.
This is the one that's a record.
Yeah. So it's got like a thing on it, and you got to push it in to get it to go, and then you got to flip it over at some point.
Yeah, this is just a caddy. So, Diorce's used to be in the mall. We had two malls right across the street from each other. We had the Lewiston Mall and the Promenade Mall, and then there was a mall in Auburn. But your dad worked at the Promenade Mall,
yes,
which had Bradley's
and
service merchandise, Shaw's, Radio Shack, some other places. And on the other side of the street, there was the Lewiston Mall, which had the arcade. Well, there was an arcade over there too, but they had Zayre, which turned into Ames. Sears was in that mall, the Lewiston Mall, but they also had Diorce's. And I remember the guy taking this thing and sticking it in and pulling it out, and it would start playing a movie. And I thought he just had to put something in, and it was like loaded into memory. But of course, you're a little kid, and you're like, how could it have all that memory in there at the time? I didn't realize it was dropping a little record in there, an analog record that played video. And I finally saw, I learned about it years later, but then the guy, Techmoan, he has a channel that talks about all this old technology and explained it all, and it's like, wow, it really was just regular old analog style. It's crazy. But that's something that floored me back then. I mean, you stuck a piece of plastic in something, pulled it out, next thing you know, a movie's playing. And it just didn't make any sense to me because I didn't understand what was going on inside.
Everyone wants to watch flowers.
Look at this. What size? $400, right?
19-inch.
19-inch TV. What does $400 get you now for a TV?
50-inch TV.
You could
maybe
probably
bigger.
get a 50-inch TV. Maybe not like a high-end one.
How much is 19 inches?
19 inches?
It's like this much.
Yeah, I think
It's
his
one less than
monitor's-
20.
His monitor's probably smaller than 19.
This?
Bigger than
No,
that. The
that's
other
bigger
one.
than 19.
No, your other one.
This one? No,
The
that's
TV,
You
probably...
think that's bigger?
Yeah. I mean, it's diagonal, remember?
Yeah.
So a foot, right? So you're looking at that?
So if I just like take my foot
Yeah. 2 of your feet, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So about like.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's the diagonal measurement of the screen. Not only the diagonal measurement of the screen, it was actually usually smaller than that because inside the tube itself may have been a little larger.
So it's about like this long.
So a 19-inch
$400.
TV usually was like 18 point something.
Yeah, and those ones on the other side are little 5-inch screens.
Right. Which, you know, what's funny is they seem that you like, oh, that small technology, but then the first TVs were really tiny, weren't they?
5 inches is like phones now.
Yeah.
It's hard to find a phone that's that
Ooh,
small.
see
now.
right here? This, beta one?
format.
Even though that's beta, the one down here, regular, this is the style that Ken got. Where it had all these buttons and it was the top loader, so it would go in and push down.
Yeah.
That's where Nintendo, I think, got the inspiration to make their NES to do that kind of crazy stuff. Because they thought, oh, Americans have these VCR things and we want it to be like a VCR to them. It's an entertainment system. Same thing with camcorders. I mean, they were wicked expensive back then. Ooh, there's the real laser. Oh no, that's tiny.
That's a compact disc player.
Man, I didn't even know these existed back then. I didn't get my first compact disc player till 88 or 89. And then I realized they've been out for years and years. I don't know who was buying one of these back in 83. I can't imagine. You probably only had like about 100 people or artists have had discs out.
Right. That would have been like, whose music could you listen to?
Right. There were still 8 tracks in circulation, I think, around 80, early 80s. Maybe not. See, this is the stuff that everyone got. Every house eventually had one of these cheap, all-in-one, where you had the record rack below, these crappy speakers, and then you'd have a tape deck, record player, and a tuner, and you could record to the cassette player from the record or the radio, which was nice, but it sounded like garbage, but we didn't have anything better, and that's all we had, so it was good. But yeah, I don't know what family didn't have one of those.
Really cool.
Well, yeah, I do know that. And then these little mini ones. See, and here's the thing you can't get anymore. You can't get little boom boxes.
Walkman.
Is it called a Walkman yet? Had to be, right? Sony was the first one to make these.
Oh, I don't necessarily see a Sony branded one over there.
Sony magnet box. All your favorite brands. These cassette players.
Electronic memo pads.
These cassette players that people would use to dictate to. I only knew them as cassette players that you hook up to a computer to load really crappy games very slow. Oops, I gotta be on that thing. Some alarm clocks.
Scanners.
Ooh. Look at that. That's a nice alarm clock with a tape deck and everything. Pretty fancy.
Pianos and accordions and keyboards.
Yeah, little mini keyboards. Did you know Sears had stuff like that?
Sounds like fun.
Wait, are these all telephones?
Radios.
Oh, radios, because I've seen every shape of everything in the world here.
And they're only AM radios.
Toilet paper.
AM.
Bathroom radio, you build your toilet paper dispenser into it.
That's funny. Was it a real toilet paper dispenser? Alright, that looks like a little globe, little knickknacks. Little odd selection here.
Cameras. Back when you had to use film.
Yeah. Load it, crank it, all that crazy stuff. Look at it, they're still selling these?
Wow, reel to reel.
Reel to reel. Silent? Who's buying a silent reel to reel that they're recording from? Oh, I'm gonna pull this page because I did it.
Gun racks.
You gotta pull it. Why would I need a gun rack?
In case you got a million guns.
I was doing the Wayne's World thing. I don't even have guns to necessitate owning a gun rack.
No, I still don't get
What
that.
are you, mental? Something like that.
Fold
Ping
wool.
pong table.
Yep, those are cool. You could fold them up and. Yep. Jeez, those have been around a long time. Those inversion tables or whatever.
Yeah,
they
those are scary.
Throwing machines.
Look how cheap and cheesy these old ones were. I wonder if anyone did actually lose weight or get injured more on these old ones, because they're all ridiculous. They weren't ergonomically
More
designed.
guns. Bow and arrow.
Everyone had a dart set too, right?
Sporting equipment.
You'd flip it over and play baseball. You just play by whatever rules you felt like. See, they were the roller skates. I would have been getting just about to where I was going to start going roller skating with some friends that started asking me to go to the rollerdrome. And then my mother one year, probably a couple years later, bought me these shiny black ones, and I was just like, ugh, they're disgusting. I wanted the ones that look more like the hockey player skates, you know, so they were a little
10 speeds.
bit more manly. Yeah, a little bit. There's only so much you can do with a guy on roller skates. Bikes were always big. See, and this is your parents again, not not quite knowing. They knew you wanted a bike, and then you got one with a banana seat, and you're like, what the heck?
Well, it's fine if you were a girl. Of course, when
Yeah.
see that red and white one? I had one that was all red with black tires, pretty similar to that.
Oh man.
I had a boy's bike. Toboggans.
Who had a swing set like this?
We did.
Yeah, so did we, And you got your classic father that pops it together, and he's done a good job, except he didn't put these into the ground.
Yep.
He didn't put the cement thing, so you'd start swinging too much.
And
Next thing you
the
know,
whole
that thing's
thing must
almost
have tipped
flipping over.
over.
Sheesh.
Yeah.
It was like a self-regulating swing, so you couldn't go too high.
Yeah.
Oh, you see that kid in the green shirt on the top left picture?
Yeah, with the rings.
I thought he was hanging off of that other girl behind him.
She's my jungle gym.
Oh, it's got 2 baskets on the back, huh?
Ooh. What are these handlebars called?
Handlebars.
No, there's a special name for
Yes.
these big ones. Right?
I'm like the chocolate style?
Yeah, maybe they're sharp, but they had a name.
Why don't you look at it?
I don't think it'll have a.
See if it says
I don't think it
anything
has a
about that
description.
special bike.
What's that? Number 2?
It's number 8.
It's number 8. Number
Yep,
2.
number 8.
It's a strawberry shortcake
What, this?
bike.
Number 8.
Gonna stick with that, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Sporty high-rise handlebars.
With roomy dual rear baskets. They're just called high rise.
That's what that said.
That's probably what they are. High rise handlebars.
Number 8.
Number 8 was not. Number 8 is a.
It's a different strawberry shortcake bike.
Oh.
Mhm.
Were you looking at a different one? Or were you just giving me sass?
I said number 8 the first time because I thought it was number 8.
Oh, down here?
But no, okay.
Oh, you
So-
mean that? You thought it was number 8. Yeah.
No, look.
But what's funny
So
is
where's
even
the
though
number
you.
2?
Right here. Where's number 2?
That's a 2.
That's a 2.
No, that looks like an 8.
Well, yeah, it's tiny right now when I zoomed in. But what's funny is you
Is
got
it-
lucky enough that the number 8 was
Oh, it's-
actually a strawberry
It's in
shortcake.
a white box.
Yes, it's in a
okay.
box.
It
Yeah.
looks like just a white number,
Oh, I see what you're
like
thinking.
a blackout one.
See this type of skate?
Yes, the Zaki skate.
Is that Bauer? Is that what that is
Yeah.
saying? That is the kind I wanted with rollers on them. Not this type up here. They'd always get so close to getting you the right thing.
Adding machine. Oh, did you see that down on the bottom? Those
What?
things where you put the tape in and you squeeze it and it's like the label maker
Oh, yeah.
with a character on it.
Wait, where are you? Oh, down here?
Yeah.
Oh, that's paint kits and stuff. I probably would have loved that and just would have made a mess when I was a kid. Yeah.
Is that like a toilet seat?
I'm on the
light?
wrong page.
It's a lamp. It's a
A
magnet.
toilet seat. No,
It's
it's a magnifying lamp. You pull it like it's just like this one over here, but you pull it down to be able to zoom in and see fine details. Yeah, I saw. Oh, this one's all. What do you call that one? It's bumpy.
Topographical.
Yeah, it's all topographical.
bumpy.
I see. Those have characters. My parents had one of those. It was.
So what? You supposed to get one of these for a little kid?
Yeah, but you put the.
They would have
thing in there,
labeled
you
everything.
Spin it around and. Yeah, we weren't allowed to make labels.
Okay, I think we should take a break and do a second video because it looks like this next one, we're just about to get into all toys all the time. So we'll take a break and we'll start the next one in the toy section. All right. So long, everyone.
Bye bye.